Melody from Paradise Creations, and boy, do I have some light in this room today. I'm on my tablet, and I didn't realize my tablet had such good lighting on it. But anyhow, I am here to do a haul. I do want to let y'all know I went to the doctor yesterday, and I have a sinus infection, which is terrible. I hate it because my migraines are right here where my sinuses are. And then I also have an ear infection. My ear's not hurting, but I have tinnitus. And I guess if my ears are infected, maybe I wouldn't know. I don't know. But anyhow, the doctor yesterday saw that I had an ear infection. I went, really, really? Oh, so anyhow, I'm still not sleeping well. I need to tighten up on this headband I made because it's gotten loose. But anyhow, I'm still not sleeping well. My head still feels clogged up, but I'm taking all the medicine that he told me to take. He even gave me some eardrops for my ear infection. See, my tinnitus is really loud right now. It has been since I've been sick. Here it is, almost Christmas. This is what, the 3rd or the 4th? Let me see what the date is, if it will let me. It's gonna let me see the date. Come on. Yeah, here we go. Oh, it's the 3rd, December 3rd. I was trying to scroll the top of my screen so I can see what the date is. So anyhow, he wants to see me back next Wednesday. He said that my potassium may be low, and I am very much dehydrated, and I've got to get myself drinking more. I'm not eating. Well, I'm eating, but I'm not eating like I should. He told me I had to start eating better. And I says, well, I'm eating applesauce because that, I got the nausea and all that stuff too. And he says, no, he says, you got to eat more. And I told him, I says, well, I want to hurry up and feel better because there's things I got to do. And he looked at my husband and he says, do you hear this? My husband didn't say a word. I didn't think he would. The doctor was joking around with him about, what I said about, I've got things I need to do. Okay. Oh, and before I forget, I did talk a little bit about my new shop that I have. It is on Shopify. I am not sure how you shop on that website. I've never done it before, but I watched a lot of reviews on this website for selling. So I'm very pleased with it. I get a 2 weeks free trial. So I've got a few items in there, and I'm still considering the drop shipping, but I'm not 100% sure. I've got one item in there, and I might put a couple more in there, and it's all going to be geared toward crafting. It's going to be, so I'm going to eventually open a separate shop for that, but I want to try it out before I commit myself to the total drop shipping thing with the website and all that stuff. I want to test it out first to see if I'm going to do well with it. And I'm not just going to do sewing and crafting. I'm going to add a little extra in there. So I'm also going to put the stuff I make in there too. But I want to do a little experimenting is what it is. I want to experiment. And then I'm also watching YouTube to see how this stuff works, to see exactly how Shopify works with these drop shipping companies, who recommends the best drop shipping. Now, a lot of people are saying AliExpress. I really don't like the fact of selling from China because of this virus they brought over here. So I think that's where it came from. I mean, that's at least what I'm hearing from the news. I don't know. And I don't know. Maybe I could try to find a yarn company also. I'm not really sure. Right now, I'm looking around. I'm going to add a few drop ship items in my store, and it's going to be for crafting, sewing, crocheting, knitting, whatever. And then I'm going to also add, I also noticed that there is somewhere where I can go to get some other items that may be made in China, but they're represented by the USA, and that is like the Pioneer Woman items. um, maybe some clothing. I'm trying to get, maybe I'll start with some Christmas idea items. I'm not sure exactly. Right now, I've got all these thoughts going through my head. I'm not really sure exactly right now, but I do want to do the drop shipping because and I also want to do what I'm doing too, making things and then turn around and selling it because until this COVID goes away, I don't think I'll be doing any craft fairs. I don't think so, because the snowbirds in Canada are in a lockdown and they can't come in the USA. The Canadian snowbirds is our number one buyers around here during the snowbird season. And they come down, they usually come down like in October and then they'll leave in April. So they're here like maybe 6 months, 5 months, something like that. And so there are number one big buyers of things, like homemade items or whatever. So until this virus goes away, and until until I don't know if it's the USA or Canada. Well, I know that Canada's government, the whole country is on lockdown. So is the UK. Um, and the USA, I don't know if if they can lift it up and let the Canadians come through, or the Canadian government says, okay, now you can go to the USA. I'm not sure how that works, but anyhow, that's not what I'm here for, because am I vlogging? Let me know if this is vlogging, because if it is this, then I don't mind doing these type of videos, talking a little bit about what I'm thinking about and my ideas. And is that vlogging? Y'all let me know out there, because I've got a lot of friends out there, and y'all can really, really help me. But anyhow, I'm going to list my Shopify address down at the bottom in the description box, along with my Etsy vintage sewing shop address also. I still have that open. I'm going to keep that open, like I said in the last video, because I have a lot of customers, and I have some customers that have come back multiple times. So I'm definitely going to keep that on Etsy. I really don't want to, but I will. So, and excuse my nails. I'm going to do my nails today. I need to take this old nail polish off, and I think I'm going to put on a different color. I'm going to put on maybe not a maybe like a maroon color, something like that. Yeah, take this old mess off. All right, well, let's go ahead and get to it. I went to a thrift store yesterday after, no, let me think. I had 2 appointments yesterday. Let me think. Okay, after my first doctor's appointment, we went to the thrift store. This is the one run by the missionary home that I told y'all about, that I really like. And so back in 1999, I started working for Walmart. The town I lived in Virginia is a small rural farming community, and Walmart ran the downtown businesses out, of course. So they were gone. I really enjoyed it, because that's one thing that got me to move to where I lived in Virginia, was the small town feeling. There was no big businesses there and all this stuff. And then, what is it, 6 or 7 years later, here comes Walmart and swipes out the whole downtown area. And it's like, but anyhow, so I applied for a job there. And I really didn't need to work, but I wanted to. I'm the type of person, I have to have something to do. I just can't sit around and enjoy the luxury of being home. I like to get out there and do things. And that's why I do these websites. That's why I do the Etsy. That's why I'm doing the Shopify. That's why I'm getting ready to do the drop shipping. That is why I like to sew. That is why I crochet. That's why I play the organ. That's why I play the piano. If y'all want to hear me play the organ, let me know. I love playing my organ. It's a nice fancy organ. Okay, so anyhow, it's a Lowry also. I don't know if y'all heard of the Lowry Organ Company, but they have been around for 65 years. I don't know if they're still in business or not, because the store we had here closed up And then the store we had an hour away from us, they closed up. And the warehouse for this area, the last I heard, they were still open. But we don't have our trips we go on anymore to Orlando. We used to have a 3-day weekend going to Orlando, and we would pay one certain amount, and that will cover our room, our food, our entertainment, and all kinds of things. And so we don't do that anymore, and I really, really miss it. Every September, August, August, September, they used to have it, and I miss going because I used to look forward to going to the trips. And then once a year or twice a year, depending on when they wanted to, but it's mostly once a year, we would go to the warehouse in it's up by Tampa, and I can't think right now, this migraine, but it starts with a C, and it's up by Tampa. I'll probably think of it later, but I think y'all probably know anyhow. And we go to the warehouse, and they would have like a picnic for us, and they would be playing music for us all day, and of course trying to sell us an organ. And this one guy knows me through my father. When my father used to sell the Lowry organs, I have a Lowry certificate. I went to the Lowry Organ School. It was a 1-week program in Chicago. I was 19 or 20 years old, and I got a certificate. And I have a picture of me with my classmates. And so we stayed in a hotel for a whole week. Well, first, my uncle, he lived on the outskirts of Chicago, on the suburbs. And he had 5 daughters. Lovely daughters. I love them all. And I don't think they watch my YouTube channel. At least I've never seen their names pop up. But, just in case. Hi, all my cousins from Uncle Joe's family. Uncle Joe's passed away. He passed away before my father did. He passed, let's see, my father, 2008. I don't think Uncle Joe made it to 2000. I think he died in the 90s. And then his wife, Aunt Ramona, she is remarkable. She's still going. She just had her 92nd birthday. And they celebrated her birthday over, I think it was Zoom is what they used. And they were talking, they made a post about it on Facebook. And I kind of wish they were doing the Zoom thing because I could have joined in. I would love to see my Aunt Ramona. I haven't seen her since Uncle Joe passed away, but I see her, when they post pictures of her. And she's such a sweet lady. I love her to pieces. She's the only aunt I have still living. This is going into 13 minutes. You know what? I'm going to have to get with this haul. I only have a couple things. I didn't get a whole lot yesterday because I didn't feel well, and I really wanted to get home. Wait a minute, let me think. Wait a minute. I had one doctor's appointment, and then after that, and then after that was my second doctor's appointment. Then we went to the thrift store because the thrift store was our last stop, and we stopped at McDonald's. No, we went to, there's a place here called Sebring Diner. Oh, they're open 24/7, and their food is fantastic. So we went in there yesterday for lunch, and I had half of a tuna fish sandwich. And do you know they charged me full price for a regular size sandwich? And I told the waitress, I says, I'm not really hungry, but my doctor says I have to eat. So can I just have a half of a tuna fish sandwich? And she brought it to me, and it was good as always. But I noticed on the receipt, I was charged full price. Can you believe that? But anyhow, it was good. I enjoyed it. And then after that, I had to have an MRI done and on my brain. And so I went to get that done, but I thought, I knew that my battery in my back, my near stimulator, needed to be charged up. But I didn't charge it up. It takes 2 hours to do it anyhow. But I didn't charge it up because I thought that as long as it's not running, because it had to be turned off to go into the MRI mode. And I thought that if I didn't have any electrical whatever going through my body, period, if it was on or off, or if it was the battery was dead in my back, that would be fine. Well, come to find out, I have to have some kind of a charge on there, and then they turn it off, and then they go in the MRI mode. I don't know, I don't understand it, but anyhow, so I had to get that appointment rescheduled for the 15th. So my follow-up appointment for that with the doctor is on the 15th before the MRI is scheduled. So I need to call them and get it for, a few days after that. So anyhow, let me get to this haul because I need to take some pictures for my shop. I really do. And I got that light box, but you know what? I have not messed with it. I haven't filled up to it. What? Oh, that's what's behind me. Oh, that's what I was getting ready to do because I'm getting ready to show you this sewing machine. Anyhow, in 1999, my husband bought me a sewing machine, and I had it for, well, ever since then. And a few years ago, I kept on my daughter. See, they moved. Well, see, when my granddaughter, when Caitlin was real little, she was probably about 2 years old. I left it at her house, and I says, well, whenever I come down, my son-in-law, he's, can you fix the pocket? Can you do this? Or if Caitlin needed something hemmed or fixed or whatever, I had a sewing machine, and I didn't have to worry about remembering to put it in the car when we traveled down here. So I left it with my daughter, with the sewing kit with my feet and everything in it. And so a few years ago, I asked her for it, and she gave it to me, and I was so upset. It was broke. The spool holder was broke. The handle was broke. I was so upset because I had that machine from 1999. So when Caitlin and Emlyn was here that Friday, I told you I went to the thrift store and got all those patterns for 20 cents each. I saw this machine there, but I says, no, maybe I better not. I have enough machines, right? Right? I do. But I kept thinking about it all weekend until yesterday. So I told my husband, I said, just out of curiosity, I'm going to see how much they would charge for that machine. I was expecting $50 or so, because I know how some thrift stores can be. She said $5. I went, what? I says, did I just hear you say $5? She said, yes. And she says, if you get it home and it's not working, we give you a $5 store credit. I says, really? She says, you know what? I have an electrical outlet over here. We can plug it in. I said, well, that's good. So I plugged it in, and it runs like it's brand new. So this is the machine right here. I got this same machine in 1999 from Walmart. It is a Brother whoops, sorry about that. Hold on a minute. It is a Brother XL 3010, and it's just a plain, basic, beginner's type sewing machine. It's really dusty and everything, and I like this machine. Now, why is this bobbin cover taped up? Well, it stays up. I don't know why. Maybe she needed it for her 5/8 inch thing or whatever, but I'm taking it off because I don't need it. And it's got metal on it, so if I want, I can always stick one of those seam guides on it. So anyhow, it's got the bobbin cover, and I've got bobbins if there's no bobbin in here. Oh, there's a bobbin in here. Okay, so that's good. But I've got bobbins galore that'll fit this machine. But it does work. And it has one cord, and that's for turning the machine on and for your pedal. So I've got it sitting up on my cutting table right now in front of my new machine. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show it to you. I'm not looking, so I hope I'm showing it correctly. See, here's the stitches that it does right there. Get in a little bit. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get it angled, centered. See, so there's the stitches that it does. So it does 12 different stitches. Okay, and then it's got this little window right here, and that's where you turn the knob. See, I didn't try this out. Hold on a minute. That's the What? Okay, this is not working. How come? Oh, I can only do a straight stitch, I bet you now. Oh, it's supposed to, see this knob right here? That is supposed to turn this right here. And it's not. Unless I get some grease to it. Maybe it just needs a little grease. I don't know. But this machine came out in 1999. And it's what? Almost 2021. So, machine's like 20 some years old. Oh, and then down here is where your reverse is. I didn't check that out yesterday. All I did was turn it on and push on the foot pedal. And it does run like it's brand new. So even if it does a straight stitch, that's fine with me. And then right here, of course, and it came this 1 foot. But I've got plenty of feet. I'm not worried about that either. And then there's the bobbin cover right there. And it doesn't have the sleeve thing right here, but that's all right with me too, you know. I mean, for $5, I think I did really good. Now, this is the stitch length, and this is the tension right here. And then, you know, and then this is where the spool goes, and then this is where you make your bobbin, and then, you know, you just thread it like that. So, for $5, and it works. And like I said, I don't care if the pattern handle doesn't want to work. But I can probably get it working. I just have to play around with it a little bit. And what I like about this machine is right here, this piece right here, if you push this over, it makes a bobbin. That's how you control your bobbin. You push it this way, then you do your regular sewing. So I really like this feature on this machine. This is what I liked really mostly, and then the 12 stitches that it has. But see that? Here, you push it over here for your bobbin. I'm so embarrassed about my nails. And then push it over this way to do your regular sewing. There we go. Now I finally got it. So, yeah, that's a really nice feature. I like that. So, then I got just a couple of extra things. Let me get some of the stuff out of my way. Maybe I didn't bring it in the house. Yes, here it is. I think. No. All right, well, it was just yarn. I got, all right, well, anyhow, I can't find it. It's probably in the living room. But I got a few skeins of yarn, and they were 50 cents each. And they're Red Heart Super Savers. And some of them, there was a couple of them that was almost a full skein. And then there was a couple that was worked on pretty much. But it was enough where I can still do something with. Let me get this out of the way. Push it over this way. There we go. So, there. So today I'm going to try to get some pictures made for my shop. I don't know how well that's going to be. I just might go ahead and just sit down here on my sewing machine and do some more machine embroidering. Oh, and I'm going to put this in the description too while I'm thinking about it. I came across this YouTube channel. Her channel is called Smart Needle. I don't know if any of y'all have ever watched her stuff, but she she designs machine embroidery stuff. And she's got like 10 or 11 different styles of, well, it's the same style of mask, but different designs on the mask for free. So if you do in the hoop, it's called in the hoop machine embroidery. It takes a 5x7 hoop. This is my Husqvarna hoop, but it takes a 5x7 hoop, and it's very, very easy. Very easy to do. All you do is the outline stitch. You put your first piece of fabric face up, stitch out the design, and then you do the appliquing. Then when all that is done, you put your back piece on, and you do your final stitch with your satin. Well, first you do the tack-on stitch for the back piece, and then you do the satin stitch to finish it all up, and then you just push it out because you use the tearaway stabilizer. That's it. It takes probably about 10 minutes to make yourself a mask. So very, very easy. And she's got tutorials on, that's how I found out about her. I was watching one of her tutorials making a mask. And I says, oh, well, I need to go to her website. I want to see how much she charges. And then I saw she had a whole bunch of them for free. And I went, holy cow. She also has a 99-cent sale going on now. I think it's just on appliques. I don't need appliques. I got a bunch of appliques. But she also designed one of those things you can put on your the elastics of your mask to hold it on the back of your head. And that's machine embroidery also. So check her out. I'm going to put her channel name down at the bottom, and I'm also going to put her website down at the bottom. Y'all need to check her out. Okay, well, that is it of this haul. Not too bad, 25 minutes. I'm sorry about the other day when I did an hour or maybe over an hour. I'm sorry about that, but I usually don't do videos that long unless, we're doing a live. That's about the only time. So, I'm going to get on my yeah, I think I'm going to get on my machine today. And the lighting's not good outside today anyhow. And I'm not sure how the light box will work with a cloudy day. So, I don't know. Oh, and Wendy, I want you to see something. Look at my sewing machine, and what do I have up there? You recognize that, Wendy Garten? She's one of my friends that subscribed to me. She lives in Australia, and remember when I did that Australian haul that she sent me? Oh boy, there was a bunch of stuff in that box, huh? But she made me some stickers, and she asked me not long ago, maybe a few weeks ago, she says, have you used any of my stickers? Well, there's one of them, Wendy. There you go, right there on my sewing machine. I couldn't decide which one I wanted to stick up there. She had different designs that said Paradise Creations, and I couldn't figure out which design I wanted to stick up there because they were all sewing, but I picked the pin cushions. So thank you for the stickers. Yeah, they're coming in a lot of good use. And I forgot that you made me some address labels because I thought, oh, I need to make me some address labels, right? And so I was going through your package that you sent me with all the stickers in it, and I said, oh, she did make me some address labels. I forgot. So now I know I have some. They're going right there next to my computer where I do my shipping and everything. So, yeah, Wendy, I'm getting a lot of use out of those stickers you made me. And the candy. The candy was fantastic. I really, really did like those chocolate gummy bears the best. Or no, what were they? Were they koala bears? Anyhow, that chocolate, it tasted so good. And they were so gummy. So, yeah, I really did I think that was my favorite candy of all, was those chocolate gummy bears. And, I don't know if you've ever noticed, but right there is the Australian notepad and pen that you gave me. And it's never coming out of that package. You know why? Because it says I love us on it. That's why it's never coming out. It's going to stay right up there on my board. So every time you watch my video, if I'm in front of my machine, you're going to see that. Yeah. Anyhow, okay, but that's enough of that. You have a good day or good night whenever you're watching this. Please subscribe, click the like channel, and leave comments and questions. Bye-bye, everyone. See you next time.